Welcome to Headless WordPress Live. I wanted to do this like radio thing, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. We're on. What are we doing? We got Will. I need to make you bigger. Wonk.
Yeah.
There we go.
Need to check it.
Oh yeah, the audio. Oh man, every time. Okay, I think we're good now. I think we're good. I'm on.
Hopefully.
We're live. Sharing my screen, got my green border. That's great. All right. What are we doing? Okay. So let's see. We're going to keep working on the follow a dev site here for sure. We're going to use Gravity Forms. So we want people to be able to submit devs that they like to follow or themselves or whatever, and then have them potentially end up on the site. I don't want them to automatically go on the site. That'd be kind of messed up. So we need somebody just to collect data from people. Right? Sound good?
Yep.
And we have been requested to use Gravity Forms. So we're going to do that. So this will be fun.
Yeah.
Fun times. So let's get our site up. We'll occasionally push to the repo. So if you want to like have the site up and running, go for it. It's follow a dev. Follow.dev. All right, so I got this. Now I need to do Gravity Forms, right? There's a WP GraphQL Gravity.
Yeah, I have the link for it here.
So here it is. So we need to install that. I need to open the
Yep.
I need to open the WordPress site too. WordPress. Let's see. Follow a dev. That's big. In grandpa mode here.
I can see it.
Bring that down just a little. All right. I need to, newer version. I'm afraid. I'm not afraid of this one. Afraid of this one. It's probably fine. I think they added actually WP GraphQL to the custom post type UI. So I don't know if we need this extension anymore.
Yeah, we could remove it and see what happens.
I can deactivate it. Let's see. Custom post type. There it is. Bam. That's awesome. Sweet. One less plugin needed now.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Oh, well, now we need another plugin and a couple more for actual Gravity Forms. But, you know. All right, somebody sent me Gravity Forms. Let me grab that. Helen sent them. Download it here. On Slack. All right. Where did that just open? Okay. Boom. Wait, does it have to be a zip? Because this thing is like a not. What is it? It's a tar.gz. See if it works. Oh, look, Fran trolling me. That does not work. All right, cool. And I'm on Windows, so how do I untar this thing?
Do you have 7-zip or something?
No.
Okay. Well, get 7-zip.
I have
There you go, I'll send
WSL
it to
though,
you.
so I could do it from WSL, right?
Yeah, that's true potentially.
Oh Lord, how am I gonna find this thing? Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's see. It's in users. All right, there it is. Now how to untar it from here?
It's like, I mean, check if you have tar, and it's like tar dash xvzf or something.
I have tar, yes. Tar dash what?
Xvzf. That's for, it's gzipped, right?
Sure.
Yeah, tar.gzip. Yeah, that should be fine.
Sweet. You gotta be creative sometimes when you're on Windows, you know.
Yeah.
All right, then I can just zip that. Okay, now let's see. Cross fingers. All right.
Yeah, Kellen, it looks like the command, it must, like, it got erased. So you say you can run this colon and then there's nothing, but.
Oh, really?
We got it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure YouTube is like scraping the chat to remove stuff that might be.
Oh, that might be sensitive.
Yeah, that, sure. Well, that, like, they wouldn't want somebody to randomly run on their computer or something, you know. So they probably remove everything that looks like a shell command or something.
We have it now. All right, then I need to grab this bad boy, right? And Kellen is in the chat. He wrote this.
Yeah, so he can help us.
So he's gonna,
when things go wrong, we can get a quick hot fix
chat
in there.
Yeah. If there's any issues, it's Kellen's fault. You can contact him at Headless Rocks. Wait, what is it? Headless WordPress Rocks, I think. All right. Activate plugin. All right. I have no idea how gravity forms work, so this is going to be fun. I've never done this. I assume I go here and then, oh, great. Wait. Okay. We're not going to register it. Right. Wait, I have to register it? Oh,
yeah.
No.
You got to go get your license. Expense that.
Wait, somebody told me I could use it. I just couldn't get updates. Just hit next. I understand there. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, I can. Sweet. Keep going.
Okay, so you just don't get updates to it.
Yeah. Okay. A currency. No conflict mode. Set this on to prevent. Okay, whatever. Create a form. All right. Developer submission. Oh my gosh. Why am I even filling this out? That was like more description.
I think we need to workshop. We need to workshop.
Yeah, can we
this
workshop
description
how?
A little bit?
Yeah, we need some grammar. Can Nate jump in here? Help us with this. Wow, this is interesting. A lot of arrows.
Mm-hmm.
This form doesn't have any fields yet. Okay. Single line text.
Yeah, what do we want the form to be?
We're just gonna, it's gonna have what? A name.
All the Twitter stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so you need your Twitter URL, your GitHub URL. Yeah. We have a name.
We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have a name. We have Then we need a, there's URL in here. Advanced fields, a website.
Yeah.
Oh, can I order them? Okay, cool. This will be your, should we only ask for, should only ask for like a few things.
Handle?
I don't want it to be some huge form. Like we need a Twitter handle for sure. That's literally the point. So
I guess like Twitter handle is probably all that really matters because we could go look them up.
right,
You know, like somebody submits it and before we put it on the site, we go look it up.
right. Wait, why does that say first and last? What did I do? Wait, what? Okay, now is it right? Wait, now it's nothing.
Did you drag advanced field name?
Oh, I
over there?
dragged.
Is that what?
Yes, I did. Wow.
Yeah, you definitely don't want that.
Whoa. Yeah, we only need name, and we don't even really need name, just Twitter handle, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I do want to know like what languages.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just put in a list of languages.
Yeah.
Probably just a text field where they can list them out.
Yeah, that'll work. Wow. I'm really struggling to get started here. Required. Okay.
I've seen worse.
Yes, you have. Not more. Yeah, we'll just keep this super simple.
Yeah. Like somebody can do a text field, comma separated.
This is not the best interface I've ever used. Not gonna lie. It could be better. Like we care about what they tweet about, not like everything they've ever done, right? So, All right, we have a form. I think. Review it. Oh, we can't. Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
Well, so that's something we'll have to consider.
That is interesting. Yeah. What? How is it even? I don't even know what the URL is. Okay, it's trying to go to. Yeah. So basically, we have our Headless WordPress plugin, and it redirects to our front end. So we can't preview this form, although it doesn't even matter because we're not going to use the HTML, I assume, that this thing has.
Yeah, you really want to see what we can get out of GraphQL, right?
Yeah.
Like if we can get like if there's form information through
right. Yes. Now
GraphQL
let's
API.
Over here. Oh, first let me make sure I have that turned on. For Gravity Forms, there it is. All right. Oh, what do we do? Oh boy. Well, I kind of feel like we need to enter some data into the form. But we can't.
Well, so there's like it looks like there's Gravity Forms form or something.
You mean over here?
Yeah, in GraphQL. Yeah, see that it's up there. Gravity
all
form
of this stuff.
entries, entry form. So see what forms brings back.
I bet it's gonna bring back all the forms.
Yeah, well, yes, but it'll bring back like the ID. It'll bring back the fields, so you can use that to like build it.
Wait, what in the maybe
nodes?
Oh, whoa. It's weird that wasn't it like that. That's strange. It's strange it didn't show up with the caret, and instead you like check it and then it shows it all. None of the other fields work like that I know of.
Oh yeah.
But we just want
So then we're
field.
using all the same. So you're going to do as text field probably.
Whoa. Yeah, this is a lot. It's deep. Where's what's this giving me so far? Useful. All right, input name maybe. Nope.
Description. Label
yeah,
and
we
description.
do want the description. Oh, label.
Yeah, and the label.
Label. All right. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Yep. We're making progress. We're doing things. This is looking like stuff we might need on the front end. Gravity forms. We really just want this form though, so we'll change this up in a minute.
Yeah. So you could use the ID, grab the ID that's in there, and just change this to gravity forms form, and pass in ID : with the string of that ID.
Oh, shoot. Right. ID : Oh,
and then it's not nodes, it's just flat.
All right, cool. All right, so we have the fields. We have the ID for each field, I assume.
You probably want the type too. Like the field doesn't indicate the type, so there must be a type on the field. Well, yeah. Yes, and we can assume that they're all text fields for this particular form.
You have to choose a different field. Like that's
No, this is saying like when you say ... on, it's like if it's a text field, give me these properties. If it's something else, give me these. So, but we want to know what actual type is, right?
Yeah, but this is only going to give me text fields.
It's possible.
I would hope. Otherwise,
I mean, yeah, that's true.
But we'll return it just in case. All right. Is that all we're gonna need? Hopefully killing.
Yeah, because then we basically want to go through, create some sort of, maybe use Formic or something, but create a form on the front end.
That's a lot.
Iterate through these to create the inputs, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll need a submission, and we'll do there must be a mutation for like form entry or something.
Yeah, we need to create forms. We can just pull this up from this component too, since it needs to know this, right?
Yeah.
Let me rename this.
And I mean, this can all be client side too. We don't really need it to be server side, you know?
Whoa, I just did this in my SAS file. Man, live coding is hard. All right. Actually, I'm just going to export. How have we been doing this? Are we doing default exports or not?
I think we have been.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Do we want to pass in? No. Actually, we could have just created a normal form.
Yeah, I mean, this basically, it doesn't matter if it's a dev submission or what. We're just creating something where you can pass it something that looks like the gravity form. Yeah, like you could even pass it the ID and it can get it, or you could pass it something that looks like a list of nodes or something.
Yeah, what do you think is better? Do we want the component to know about GraphQL is the question.
Yeah, I'd say we just pass it a list of nodes. We type out what each node is, and then somewhere else we get the actual fields and pass it in.
And I don't want to call this dev submission because this could be any generic form at that point.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So let me just call it. So I don't even
call it like gravity form or something, because that would be.
Yeah, that's true.
More like.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do that. Gravity form. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Now we need some props. And this is going to be...
Yeah, it'll be like... we need an interface for the nodes. For like a node or a field, I guess is what we would call it.
Yeah. So we can do that. We can do... I mean, I guess we'll just take the ID just for whatever. And then fields. And this probably needs to be... And it's an array, right? Yeah. Oh, it's fields.
Yeah, so you don't... Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, fields, and it's going to be an array of objects, and each object is going to have ID type.
Well, do we want to make it exactly like this, or what?
Well, no, I mean, because you could pass in.
Well, it's fields nodes. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
When I get it back from GraphQL, I'm gonna have to like map it or something. I guess I need to do that anyways. So.
Yeah, but I mean that's not a problem. Yeah. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't pass in nodes here.
All right, and then we want. But this will be an array then.
Yeah.
An array of something.
Yeah, that's why I was going to type. I was going to create a type for a field that's just ID description type.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then I'll pull that out.
This is an array of that type.
Yeah. Name.
Description.
Wait, no, label. All right. So what Will was saying is I could do this too.
Yeah, and you want to export these as well.
Then pull like this in here. Yeah, export them. Then we want this to take in the gravity form props. Which we'll get.
Yeah, and then we probably want to use something like Formic or something. I don't know, because otherwise we're going to be doing a lot. Well, I guess for now we don't really have to. We know it's going to be a text field, so we just provide one thing. But we're essentially going to have a switch statement of sorts and say what is the type.
Yeah.
And based on the type, we'll return a specific component.
Yeah, so we just need to loop through this or map over it and say fields that map. But we know it's an input. But okay, fine. I'll do that though. Switch.
Yeah, I mean, we know that these are going to be all text, but if we're going to go this far as to abstract it out, we might as well say, like, what is it? Because it could be a select, it could be a multi-select,
I don't even
whatever. But
is this right?
You know, no.
I had to put it in parentheses or something.
You need cases.
Oh, and yeah. Don't like write a switch every day.
Right. And you're going to need to do the use state and all this is where like formic is nice, but you know what I'm saying? Because you're going to need a value.
Change. Yeah.
But this is it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like ideally you want this to be a component, right? So it keeps its own state and does everything. And when you submit the form, the state gets updated. But
label's probably not going to work here for name, right? I mean, or will it?
Yeah, it would work fine.
I could have spaces, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no value. I need to say like on change. This is what you meant because of this?
Yeah, and there has to be a value. You have to get a value from use state. That's the problem with doing it all within this component, and why you would use something like formic is because you have like you have to manage all the state in here. Yeah. So you would want a component that's specifically for an input, and you would pass it the field, and it would handle everything for that field, you know? So it would do the use state and all that. I don't really need that, though.
I can do it here, though.
Yeah, so now you're going to have like all of the data in there, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
And do it based on field label or something.
Right, yeah.
It'll actually be field ID, right? Because when you submit the form, you need the field ID, right?
Well, I'll put it all in there, but I'll use the label as the property indexer. Oh, how do I make this type? I want it to be, it's key, is it something like this?
Yeah.
We just want the value.
You need the type too, potentially. So I'm looking at the docs for the WP GraphQL gravity forms, and on its mutation, it passes in the type of text field. So you might want the key, and either that or you just put the whole field on it, right?
Yeah.
So you just like attach it the gravity field, or the gravity form field. Well, it needs the value as well. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be a little weird. I would say you have gravity, you have value, and then you have another property called field, and it's gravity form field. Because otherwise, you're going to have to like create an object, do like ... field or something, and also put value on it. That'd be kind of weird.
Wait, what are you saying? What are you saying to do instead?
So you need something like the value of this.
Oh, I see.
Of each thing is going to be an object that has the form value as well as the form field.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Then here I just do set form data. This is a pain, but I do.
Yeah, and the issue here is you're gonna have to key it by ID, but also have the form data. So you have to do I mean, it's weird, but you'll have to do that, and then also pass in.
I need the label.
I wouldn't do label either. I would do the ID. I'd key it based on ID because each field has an ID, so but potentially the labels could collide. Yeah. Yeah, and you want that in a angle bracket or square brackets, right? Because otherwise it's not gonna.
I can't see. There we go. I want what?
Like you can't just do field.id. You have to do square bracket field.id close square bracket.
Right. Yeah.
No.
I need to do.
You need to do. Yeah, square bracket. Like you're opening a. This is a TypeScript thing, right? Or actually, it might be JavaScript now. Now you do field.id in there. Yeah. Then the value is going to be the
field.
You'll have field,
and then value colon e dot.
Yeah. Right. And then you're also going to want. Do we want to bind this? Like, so the value of this should be.
Alexa's trying to listen to me.
I don't know that.
Yeah, this is fine for now.
This is good. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's good, but let's just get it working.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work the way you want, but it'll be fine.
It looks all right.
And then you also need to submit the form, so you need an on submit.
I don't need an on submit. I just need a.
You need a button with the submit.
Oh, the props. I need a props in here, right? Like. This is gonna pass in
the form data.
This type. Why is this not formatting for me? Expected. Oh, yeah, because I didn't finish this yet.
So it doesn't return anything.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
All right. Oh, okay. We're almost there. On click.
Yeah, you might want to do form on submit, and this you don't even worry about because it's going just do button type equals submit, because otherwise you're going to end up submitting the form because the button by default is going to submit the form, and so it'll like refresh the page and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Will it? Okay.
Potentially.
Yeah, sure.
So you want the form on submit is going to prevent default and then call on submit with the form data.
Right. All right. Maybe we should explain this.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it works.
Well, assuming that we'll say what we're trying to do. We need the ID. Though.
It's got to work before we're
not even
explain
using
it.
This ID. Do we need the ID? We really don't need the ID, do we?
Actually, you probably do. You probably do because you want to pass that ID back in. So it's more the response from the form data probably needs to be, or the response sent to on submit, right? The data is probably input, ID and the form data, which form data is of type keystring, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it'll pass back the ID and a property called form data, and form data will be the form data.
Right.
Yeah, and there's an easier way to write this. We can use one of those fancy types.
Fancy type?
I'll send it to you.
Fancy type. So this will be ID.
I sent it to you. That's like, instead of having to do the key string thing.
Where'd you send it?
Discord.
Oh. Instead of doing for form data, you mean?
Yeah, that would just be a record. So it'll
Like that?
handle all that. The record is like what the key type is and what the value type is.
It's the same thing though, right?
Yeah. It's just cleaner.
It looks nicer. I'll give you that for sure. Oh, show. All right. So now we're going to pass in.
And now down there, you need, when you're doing set form data, you changed the form data type, didn't you?
Right.
But you don't need to do that. You can keep it here, and you don't need to change the form data type. You just need to change what you send in to on submit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need the ID.
Added it.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that, right? You can just have it be whatever it was.
I added it up here. Oh, you're saying like,
but you don't,
instead of
you don't need to do that. Yeah.
You're saying like,
you can just have it like how we were, and then.
But I need to change this type here.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I need to change it here to be.
Oh, well, that's weird.
What?
Well, then your gravity form data is actually just the record string. Like you have like an extra level that doesn't need to be there now. Because you typed gravity form data as an object that has form data on it, when now that's kind of redundant. Yeah, something like that. And you want to export that.
We did a podcast on TypeScript last week. If you want to go listen.
Okay, so now let's make sure we did this right though, right? We need to go. That looks right. Well,
something's not right. Like, no, this
looks like we're setting it right. Mm-hmm. And then on submit, you're passing an ID in the form data.
Yeah, so that looks right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Ready to run it?
Well, we got to hook it up somewhere and pass the form information into it.
Yeah, I'll worry about that. I was going to disable everything while you're submitting, but we can do that later. All right. So we need a page with this form.
Oh, well, yeah, if we want to do that, then you should define the on submit in the interface as like an async thing so that you can await it eventually or something. But we can come back to that.
We'll change that later. Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think, where are we going to put this? I guess we just put in a new page, right?
Yeah, just have a page where you can submit it. Yeah. That's the easiest way to do it.
If I want to change it later, I'll come back in. All right, so.
Now that would be a dev submission page or something.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, I noticed this recently that it feels like there was an update to VS Code or something, and now it defaults to like when you're in a JSX file or a TSX file, the while you're typing things in, it wants to default to JSX.
Yeah,
and
it's
not
very
like JavaScript types.
Yeah, is that like a pattern that's emerging that they've decided to make default? It's weird.
I don't know. I don't like it, but
I don't know.
I have noticed that something
like
changed.
Awesome. That didn't work.
Nice.
Dev submission. Dev submission. That looks.
Do you have to restart? Because you added
maybe
these
since I added a file. Maybe. Wait. I was like, am I even running this? Founder software harness here. We're hiring developers. Okay, cool.
Nope.
That wasn't it. It's weird because I'm not getting 404, so it is the page, but it's not showing.
Is it black? We're in dark mode and it's like black text or something because you didn't style H1s.
Oh boy. Somebody's saying that they don't get this in VS Code by default, but I haven't installed anything that should be doing that, right?
Yeah. I think as long as you have a TSX file, it's like ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I would think. So now I want to do a gravity form. And let's just see if this works. So we can pass in.
Yeah,
we'll just
pass in the field or something. And you need to pass in the ID. No, it's a array.
It's not. It's a record.
No, it's an array. Fields is an array of records. Also, you're passing.
What?
Yeah, it's an array of records. Oh, your ID is 1 or something. You were passing in something with a key 1.
Yeah, the ID. The ID is 1, 4, and 5 or something. I was just to make sure it worked.
Yeah, so the object is ID:1, and then type :text or something.
See, I get my typings.
Yeah.
This is why you type your components.
I have never had an issue with VS Code not giving me typings. I can't, like, if you're in a TypeScript file and it's giving you import. Was it the import helpers that somebody was saying they don't get, or was it?
Yeah, I don't get the import helpers. The little light bulbs that pop up. But the way maybe you're just not making them pop up, but essentially you click on it. It's kind of weird how it works.
You have to click on it and like wait a little bit, like and then a little light bulb pops up to the left. It's not the most straightforward thing. There's probably a hotkey that you can use to like force it to come up.
Yeah. All right. I won't do anything here, but all right. So now that should show up. Right?
Maybe log the data or something.
Oh, it's really pretty. I like it.
Yeah, that's good enough. Maybe it log the data that it passes back so that you know like the submit is working and it's
there it is. Hi there.
I don't know if you would have to install any npm libraries to make VS Code work. I mean, we can potentially do a video or something on like a VS Code setup, but I've just installed VS Code by default, but let me work through this. Let me see if there's like a hotkey you can use to do it. And if anyone else in the chat has experienced this issue and gotten around it, feel free.
Let us know.
Because I have never hit the issue, but I will admit that it's not like the easiest thing to get it to pop up.
Yeah, it's totally possible that it's working and you just haven't figured out how to make it pop up. I'm just used to it now, so I can do it pretty fast. What did I do wrong here?
What's happening?
Import styles from blah, blah. Not resolved, gravity form. Oh. All right. Yeah. Input. We need like a good looking input here. You want to find me one?
So control, the hotkey, just FYI, is control dot. So if you were to put your, Matt, try this right now, just so we see it. Go to the dev submission.tsx and like delete layout from the imports or something. And then go and hit control dot.
There it is.
Yeah. And on Mac, I'm sure it's like, it could
command
be control dot or command dot or something.
Something like that.
But that's a hotkey that you can get to force it to come up.
Oh, look at that. I forgot to add the key here. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it's control plus dot.
I need to make these things look prettier. I need like a
some sort of bootstrap.
And not doing that, dude. Button style. Cool and responsive buttons with a few lines of CSS. Here we go.
Done.
Wait, what is this telling me?
You have a rogue quote or something somewhere.
Yeah, what is happening? Oh, did it paste in some weird character? Yes.
Probably.
Look good. I don't know what.
Man, that was just so much better than it was before.
I don't know what this thing is, but that is not how it showed up in here.
Yeah, what's it supposed to look like?
Not that. Not that. It looks like this. Maybe it's because I don't have this. Look good. I don't know what.
Man, that was just so much better than it was before.
I don't know what this thing is, but that is not how it showed up. I had the sound on. That was weird.
Yeah, I just got like a bunch of feedback. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, no, somehow my YouTube sound turned on. So then it was playing from like, the delay is ridiculous on YouTube. If anybody knows how to make that better, I would love it.
Can't you set it in like OBS or something?
No. Why does this not look like what theirs looks like?
Well, one thing is you have display block and display inline block in the same.
Well, yeah.
That's not going to change it.
That's not going to change it.
That's just going to make
something. It just looks terrible. I think the background, there's no background color here. It should be transparent. Oh, there we go. That's better. Closer. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting somewhere. Still too small.
I think inline block is what you want, though, not block.
Right? I want it to be on its own line.
Oh, I guess it needs to be below the rest of the inputs because we're going to have more.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool.
And it needs to have some margin.
It transition.
Oh, but add like some top margin of like
0.3
rem or something. There's already a margin. Actually,
yeah. Why is
you have two margin things? Because you copied that one.
I know. I copied the. There's a media query that I copied.
What? One rem is going to be huge, right?
Is it?
Top. Yeah, top. That's fine. I thought you were like, you're just going to do one rem all around. I was like, I don't know if that matters.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't want that. I want it to be the same as everything else. What font were we using?
You mean Comic Sans?
Monospace, that's right.
But you don't need to do the font family stuff.
Oh, yeah. You can just inherit it.
And you don't even need the font weight. Like, that doesn't even matter.
I want the border to be a little wider. 0.1 rem. Who did this? All right. Now we need an input. Let's see what Log Rocket's got for us. Yeah, I don't want grounded.
Yeah, so the other thing, Lucas, is in the... So I'm pretty sure to get those suggestions working, you need to have your project set up and have VS Code open to the directory where your tsconfig is and have your tsconfig set up properly. Maybe, Matt, you can show the tsconfig now. But that defines the fact, like, just having the tsconfig in the root folder that Matt has opened here informs VS Code that this is a TypeScript project,
right?
And having it be a TypeScript project, having that base URL in there as TypeScript is going to, VS Code is going to be able to run TypeScript on here, and that's where it's getting the suggestions about where things are. So if you don't have some setup like this, and you're not using TSX files, and you don't have either a tsconfig, or I think it does the same if you use a JS config and you're using JS files, you just won't get that IntelliSense. So that could be an issue. But I don't know if you posted code for this, Matt, but we certainly have code online that has
the code is out there. I'll post the GitHub link.
Yeah, post it from Decode.
All right, GitHub link posted. I think it's right. It's probably not. I know it is. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, so maybe just clone that and see and open VS Code in there and see if you can get it to work. Obviously, you'll have to run npm install and all that to actually make the site work, but
I'm getting there. Over here, I want to do color. Oh, I gotta use the colors too, don't I? Shoot.
Yeah, and you have to do that on the border. border and color up there.
Yeah.
And you need to do that special query or something.
Special query?
Oh, no, this is fine, right?
This is fine.
This is fine. And then you have to do inverse on the button.
It's working.
Yeah, but you need the inverse on the hover. Invert. Is it invert?
No, I just used the var.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cool. And now that's sort of working too. I want it to be, I want the font size bigger though. Is it getting bigger? I can't tell. Is it actually getting bigger? Okay, it is. Okay, this looks decent.
Yeah, that's fine.
This seems.
You want to have the label
though, yeah.
Yeah, you want to have the label actually showing.
So you want
a label.
Yeah, you want
with your input.
Right.
So you want to return like a document fragment with a label and an input or something.
I got to make you live code one time and just see if you're as bad as I am at it. Or you can just live in like infamy, or not infamy, but famousness.
I prefer just sitting back in my armchair and
oh, yuck,
making fun of you.
Yeah, you're really good at that. Crushing it.
I'm just an armchair developer. I don't actually write any code.
Wow, how did I get smaller? That's weird. Does everyone like watching me do CSS? Because it's probably pretty riveting, I'm imagining. This actually should be a little bit bigger, I think. All right, cool. I need to put 2 in here to make sure this actually works. Boom. But we need some kind of bottom margin pattern.
And the description, you probably want the description in there too, right? So you have the label, but you need some sort of secondary label that is the description.
The placeholder.
Well, placeholder, remember your description for the tags is pretty long.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
So you just need like a label, and then you need like a really tiny text description. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Right below it.
Yeah. So just a really small paragraph.
Call it tiny text.
Yeah.
All right.
Font size 0.7 rem or something.
Yeah, I need to do. I also need to make sure it is this.
It is very riveting just watching somebody write CSS.
Really good, I'm sure. But it's got to look good. This is a real site. I mean,
oh, believe me, it looks good. This is peak design.
Peak. Oh. Now I don't want the label to have this margin bottom to be so big.
If you ever lose your job, you might have a future as a creative director.
Thank you. I really am looking forward to that. Oh, top. No, left. Is it top? Right. Bottom.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. It probably needs to be a little bit.
You think a little bigger?
Larger than that. 0.25 or yeah.
That's probably good, right?
Yeah, that's better.
I want to make
and
sure
then
this is working
it
too,
needs
so
to be the inputs themselves need space.
Oh, that's one thing I messed up. It's not always there.
Yeah.
There we go.
The inputs themselves need some
bottom.
Yeah. $14 rem.
Boom. We good now?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's pretty good. Oh, that's not. That kind of looks terrible.
Yeah, they need a border.
Yeah. Yay.
Yeah, that's better. Then what does it look like?
The hover one is giving me like rounded corners though.
That's is it active?
Active or focus?
Active, I think.
Yeah, is it?
You have to click it.
I have to click it. Yeah, it turns out.
:hub or something. Yeah, it might be focus or focus within or something.
Focus.
Focus. Try focus.
It is. This has been verified. All right.
Okay. It didn't like that. Why didn't it like that?
Radius.
Oh yeah, because it's empty.
That didn't work. That's it. Border radius 2 bits. I turned it off. It's doing nothing. What?
I forget about it, man.
Yeah.
This is not. Okay. This is not the focus.
We'll worry about the CSS off stream.
We don't need to correct that 1 pixel or 2 pixels of border radius.
Yeah. Can you set a placeholder in Gravity Forms though? Because that would be nice. Let's see.
Yes, you can.
Because that would be good.
There's a go to advanced, I think, potentially.
I don't want default.
That's default
placeholder,
value.
there we go.
Yeah.
Put me in there.
I'm glad you caught that, David.
I'm a Rust developer now. Did you know that? Whoa. What did I just do? That was All right, so then I want to pass in a placeholder here.
You need to put it in your typing and then add it to all that stuff. Oh, Luke has joined the chat.
Luke.
A wild Luke appeared.
A wild Luke has appeared. I like how Discord does that. Oh, I didn't actually do anything with this yet. Like, put it on here. Boom. All right. Oh, man, this is going to be messed up. Oh, no, it worked. Just gray.
Yeah, because it's gray and it doesn't matter.
Cool.
Okay, so now we need to hook up the data.
Oh, we're not done yet? Oh.
Nope.
One more thing. I don't think this button is monospace. But I should do it in the reset. But I set.
You don't think the
wait, where did I even set the font?
Global, maybe? Nope. Layout?
I'm just gonna do it here though.
Yeah, I bet you set it in layout.
Huh, it didn't care.
Maybe the browser has a property for it.
Yeah, I probably have to like just set it, whatever. All right, fine. Yeah. Man, I should go into design. Okay. Now what are we doing? What do we got to do now? Now I'm just so like.
We have to hook up data.
Live coding, man, because you can't stop. Like normally, I'd go take a nap right now.
Be like, all right, time for another episode of Bachelor. Okay.
All right, now we need to actually pull this down here, right? Are we using framework, right?
Yeah, so it'll be the Apollo client.
Yeah.
We don't really need to do the static props. I mean, I guess we could to get the form data. We could do it to get the form data, but the form submission is going to be client side.
The form submission, yeah. But yeah, we might as well just do it. I mean,
you want to get the form data.
Let's just use Apollo.
Well, we are doing that, but that's what
I don't.
You're just going to do that on the back end. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know that's how you like to do it. I don't do it that way. I pass in the props. Let's see. No, we did it that way here. But I've been passing in the props in my other ones instead. Oh. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't matter. We can do it that way.
All right, so now I need to make the call to get this form. What's this going to look like? Oh, I guess I can just look. Okay, nodes. All right, cool.
Yeah, it'll be fields.nodes, and each one will have that. So you'll just have to pull nodes up a level and pass that in.
Right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do it in static props. Context get static. Wait, no, I do need that one, but not yet. Wait, get static props. Wait, where's the context?
just type in get static props context, and then it might doesn't like it.
I did functioning, that's why. All right, then we want to do a client. Get client context. I have no idea what imports are happening up there, but we'll fix that later.
It's just happening, man. That's you don't worry about it. So then you want to await. You also want to export this, right? You're not exporting the function. Oh, are you not going to just use whatever? If you aren't going to call, like, if you're not going to call the get next static props, if you're just going to return props, then you don't have to worry about calling get next static props.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, because we don't need to.
Yeah, I mean, you can just, right. You just don't need it. You just return the props here.
Right. Which is going to be, I need to munge this data because I want this to take in. I don't need that, I guess.
Yeah, you're going to need a interface for it.
Yeah, it's and then I'm gonna get fields, right?
And the form ID.
I need the form. Oh yeah, in the form ID. Okay.
So you'll get that object with fields. Yeah. I don't know if you want to pull it out with the nodes. You might just pass it in raw and then figure it out in there or something. I guess it doesn't matter.
I'll do it on the other side.
Okay. Well, so then really it's going to come in and the type is going to be the same type you're using in Gravity form.
Yeah. Yeah, what was that type?
It was just whatever it exported.
This one? It's sort of like.
But it doesn't. Yeah, it's you could pull the values off of there
pick it
with like a pick. That's probably fine.
Yeah, so I can just do is this right? Which one is the string that I do?
Gravity form props or whatever it was.
And then the string.
And then the next one is fields, ID, and then a or and fields.
All right, cool.
Yeah, we could use code gen. That'd be a lot. I feel like that'd be overkill for the little bit that we're trying to do, but we could do that. An interface is just a way of telling types. It's a TypeScript convention, although it exists in other languages, right? But it's just a way of saying like, we want a type to have these properties. So when we define something as this type using an interface, TypeScript will know, okay, I should expect it to have these properties on it. So it's really for TypeScript purposes. It's not something you would do if you were writing JavaScript.
Gravity forms form an ID. Okay, so it's that's that one, and then fields.
field.nodes.
Fields.nodes.
No, it's just field.nodes, right? Oh, I see. Yeah, it's going to be, you don't need to map it, right?
Why not?
You don't need to map that.
I'm trying to,
because you already did fields.nodes though. Fields.nodes is going to be the field.
Oh yeah, that's your point. Yeah, I'm not changing it any, I guess. Boundary property map of undefined.
Yeah, so something's wrong. What is the, go back to the GraphQL graphical. Go back into graphical.
Yeah, I need to see what this looks like.
Yeah, it's probably undefined.
Wait, no, it worked.
Oh, no, it worked. Okay.
Just needed to refresh.
Just needed to refresh. Nice.
I was like, wait, no, this looks right. All right, but I have a missing key thing somewhere.
Oh, wherever you're doing the map over the inputs, you have to put a key on the fragment.
Can you do that?
Yes, you need to use react.fragment, not the quick case. Yeah.
Yay. We're doing things. All right. Now what? We need to submit it.
Now we got to submit.
Validation.
Yeah, you don't want to submit an empty. Oh, you might want to pass down whether it's required from Gravity Forms. You can set that it's a required field in Gravity Forms too.
I did do that. Yeah.
You did?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I made them required, but. All right, so I keep hitting save there as if that does something. All right, Gravity Form. Can I do a default here? No.
Yeah, that doesn't really matter though.
True.
You can just do a not, and then it'll cast it as a default.
Right.
Equals. I would cast that though, right?
Yeah. All right. Now I got to get it out here. All right.
And you'll probably want to put like a asterisk by the name if it's required in the form.
Yeah, right. In the label.
By the label.
Boom.
Yeah, so then you need to check. Then you need to check in the submit if all of the required fields have values.
It works now though.
Yeah, I guess Chrome just will make it work.
Yeah.
So we can probably go with that for now.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine. This is fine.
This is fine. Okay. Now we got to actually save this, which I think this is going to be more complicated than.
There's a mutation. You just need to call a mutation. Here's an example. I'll send you.
Over here.
Yeah, I sent you the example mutation.
Update draft entry text field value.
I'll be right back.
Wait, I'm going to have to. Ow. Oh. Resume token. All right, so that's how you get the form. Create gravity. Okay, so I got to create an entry, get a resume token. I did this first.
All right.
This is actually going to be tricky.
Is it?
Yeah, we have to call multiple times.
So you have to create a draft form.
Yeah, you got to mutate, create the draft form entry, and then you got to call basically.
Let's just try to do this from within GraphQL first. Try to do a submission in GraphQL.
Yeah. Okay,
and
so
then
I'll do this.
Go from there.
But can we get the Apollo client is what I'm wondering.
What do you mean get the Apollo client?
Well, we'll cross that bridge in a minute. But.
Yeah, you use client. Or it's use query or whatever. There's a use mutation, I think, or something.
Form ID 2. That's
not. Tom, welcome to my life. We can probably extract it in like a function of its own that does both or something.
All right, it says send a gravity forms draft entry mutation to create a new draft. This gives you back the resume token. Oh, I need form ID. Shoot.
Yeah, you pass it in the submission.
No, but we're doing ID, not form ID.
Oh.
All right.
Is that not the same?
Apparently not.
Good. Let's just change it. Just rename ID to form ID and use it everywhere. Like do ID : form ID or something. I don't know if that'll work. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean?
Like ID : rename. No, in the GraphQL query, rename form ID to ID. And then you'll have it. That. It'll be the ID.
Oh. You mean like alias it?
Yeah, alias it.
All right. Then.
Yeah, so we want to pull this out. If we have to make 2 calls, we want to pull it out into a function that does both calls at the same time.
It's going to be like a bunch of calls. It's going to be a call for every field.
Yeah. But it'll do them all at once.
Yeah.
Right. Like we'll have a function that does the call for a field, a function that
I mean, I get that part.
That iterates through the fields and does that function.
How do you get the Apollo call though? On the front end.
On the front end, you use client, I think is what it's called.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
I use Apollo client.
It's not. Is it use Apollo client? Make sure that that's from Apollo and not from us. Although actually, it's fine, right?
It's from Apollo.
Yeah. So then you'll have the client. You can do that.
Oh well, then that's easy. That was my only
Yeah, so then you're going to want to create, you might want to create this in a file somewhere else, and you just pass the client into it.
Right. So we can have a lib.
Yeah, so in here I'd have, it's probably going to be two functions, right? You'll have one function that handles just a form field, and then another one that handles the whole form. Or you can just do it all as like export one big function. Yeah. Yeah. You only export one. But it's probably going to be helpful to have one function that is for a field, and then just another function that does the initial draft entry and then iterates through the fields and calls on that other one. It's do like normalized cache object, I think. That's the type. Normalized cache object. Yeah. That's fine.
And then we want to have a create form. Then field. Right? Is that what you're thinking?
Something like that.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm thinking, at least now, for now.
Like just to get it working, right?
But you want the submit form at the bottom, just for like ESLint purposes, right?
Okay. So we're going to create the form, which you're going to do.
Yeah, so that's that create gravity forms draft entry mutation.
Right. This one.
Yeah. So it's going to have to take in the, what is client mutation ID?
Yeah, that I think you just make up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's so that, wait, I don't know. I actually don't know. They're just in here, but I assume that you just make it up. The dots aren't clear on this one. If
somebody has experience with this could maybe,
I'm just gonna make it up.
Yeah. Client mutation ID is not required anymore, so maybe just try not passing it in first.
He says you do not need it. Yeah. We get like this huge delay, so our
delay is about 10 minutes, so don't worry if we aren't responding to you immediately.
We are trying to watch chat, but the delay is insane. All right, so then I want to do
do you use Streamlabs or do you use OBS?
I could use that for the chat, I guess.
Yeah, because I remember in Streamlabs there was a setting or something where you could be like delay 10 seconds.
You can add a delay, but there's just the YouTube delay. I have it on minimal. I have it on like low as possible.
Ultra low latency or whatever it is.
Something. I'll have to try it
like in the stream settings.
I'll have to try it next time. It's not it's not an OBS thing.
Yeah, I know in YouTube Studio there's a latency selection and you want it to be on ultra low latency, but there's probably something you have to do in OBS to make it so that you can that there's no delay in OBS too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Wait, I'm recording.
Like it may just be because you're trying to record at like say 4K when all you need is 1080p, and what you need is like a specific one that knocks it down to 1080p or something, and sets the refresh rate lower or something like that.
Right. All right. So I only need form ID. It looks like this is an actually not a string.
Yeah, it'll be a number, right?
Which is
we typed ID as a string, but it's going to be a number. And we want it in the gravity form props too. And then you want it in the on submit as well. It's a number. You might want to do this as a variable. Like a form ID variable.
Probably. Oh, I forget what I do here though. It's like $.
Yeah, and then you need to wrap where you have mutation, it's mutation space and then your mutation name.
Yeah. Then I do what? $form ID :
int. It'll be int exclamation point probably. Capital INT. Something like that. And I don't know if you need the $ form ID or not. I can't remember.
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's something like that. So he said I don't need this anymore. So
yeah.
So that's nice. All right. So then I get just resume token out. Data dot create gravity form draft entry dot, which I'm assuming is a string. Oh wait. All right, that's the form. I get the resume token out, and then
resume.
Yeah.
Resume.
It's not resume, but I think it's funny.
Resume. It sounds nicer.
Yeah.
You don't resume. You resume.
You resume. Gravity form data, I guess, is what I want. Yeah. Over here. Now, I'm going to do call this update, I guess.
Yeah, yes. You need to call update. Field ID. So you're going to need the field ID too, right?
Oh, and it's pulling back the entry every time, but I don't need to do that. I have the field ID though. Oh, it's field ID. I see. Yep. I don't need all this back. Care about all that.
Yeah, no. You just want to submit it. You don't care about anything coming back.
I do want the errors. And then I need the resume token again, I guess. All right.
Resume.
Okay. I can do this. Why does it do the exclamation point? I don't.
That's indicates that it's required, I think. Could be wrong.
I'm gonna go with string.
Yeah.
All right. Resume token. Field ID.
Yeah, so we're going to need to make sure we're bringing down the field IDs, not the ID on the field.
Yeah. Resume token. I wonder if the resume token changes each time.
It's a good question.
I bet it does.
It doesn't.
Otherwise, why return
it? Well, so in there, it probably does, because in there, in the documentation, it has two different ones. So I'd say maybe. So we probably need to at least get it and use it, pass it in subsequently for every call.
Right. That's what I was thinking. I want to do data dot. Why am I not getting? What? I've got something messed up somewhere.
Oh, Tom is saying no. So maybe it doesn't change.
Okay. But data dot. Why am I not getting any IntelliSensor?
You probably have some syntax error in here somewhere.
I don't have anything though. That's weird.
Yeah, you do. Don't you?
Do I? I don't know. It's not telling me I do.
Seems fine. Try to go look at gravity form data. Oh, it's an object with record, string, and field.
Right.
So you don't know what the actual values are.
I need to do object.
And we're using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you're doing save all the fields in here, not save you already did save an individual field?
No, I'm just looping through and doing it.
Oh, I would do this separately, right? So you want, I guess you could do this.
Does it matter? All it's going to do is loop through here.
Yeah, and you don't want to do for each. You do want to do map, because you want to do a promise.all in this.
Okay.
And you want to return, because this is going to be an async function. I mean, you don't need to define it, but you need to return client.query, and then you need to do a promise.all around the whole thing.
Right. I'm just trying to think. All right, so I get the key. Now I do data key. Not field.
So Tom, I saw you retracted that message. Here's the question. Do we have to, does the resume token change with every subsequent request? Or once we create an initial draft form, is the resume token usable with every subsequent request? It looks like the resume token is unique to the request, but are unique to the whole form entry, so it doesn't change with each mutation, but I don't know. Because this says in their documentation, it says, this gives you back the resume token, which is the unique identifier for the draft entry that you need to pass into all the mutations below. So it looks like it's just once, one and done.
All right, cool. We'll figure it out pretty quick, I think.
Okay, so you want to return this, right? You want to return client.query?
This needs commas, right?
It doesn't need 3 commas.
Oh,
it doesn't need commas, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. What is formatting that? That's freaking cool. All right, anyways. All right, so
you need to return. And then you need to return promise.all in there. Called in reinforcements. Nice.
What are the odds this works?
Well, you have to do a final submission too, I think.
Oh, I do?
Yeah. So you have update draft text field value, right? And then you need submit Gravity Forms draft entry. And that's the final submission.
This is it right here.
Yep.
All right.
We don't need the output of all that, but
I just want to make sure you get all the things right. So then I want all right.
Do you have the GQL plugin or something? Is that what's going on? All right, maybe Prettier recognizes GraphQL.
Prettier might figure it out. All right, so I just need the resume token.
You don't need a semicolon.
Wait, what? Yeah, I do.
You don't need the semicolon, like in the argument string. No. Line 66 at the end, you have string semicolon.
Oh. All right.
And the variables. Resume token. And then return that, right? So return that value.
Why is this mad at me? Oh, I need one more.
You want to return client.query. Or yeah, return or await, but you don't need to return await.
Well, I want to return like the final whatever. What are we getting out of this? I don't care about.
You can get whatever you want. Maybe just return the ID of the form entry or something. Like, oh, that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't want any.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even
I'll
need
just
entries.
Get the entry ID though.
Yeah. But I think that
I
there's
don't
one.
even need it, I guess. Oh, this is.
Yeah, like you just need that.
Yeah, so I'll do. Good.
Maybe. Now you got to do it all, right?
Do have to do it all now. All right, so we create the form. It returns a resume token. We pass that into the fields. All the data. Yeah, this should be straightforward. Seems good. So we get the data, which is gravity form data. The form ID. Where does that come from? It's on here, right? Is that a number?
Wait, what?
It's a number, right? Form ID?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Now I call.
Probably going to want to put a try catch around this too, so that you can catch the inevitable error that will happen.
We're about to get. All right, get the resume token. Then what does this one return? I promised that all. Why am I doing that? So it's not sending me anything back. I'm just gonna await it.
Yeah, you just await.
And then yeah, this is probably gonna work.
Yeah, I'm sure this will work. So now we just need to hook it up to the view.
Yeah, we just go over here and we're like, all right. When we submit, we just say
now, so this is like an async function, right? So define it as async because you want to await this in here, so that eventually in your form you can like prevent it from submitting twice.
Wait, what was it? What do I call it? Submit form. Easy. Submit form, client. Oh, form ID. Where is that? Oh yeah. Props.id. Then data is
Luke.
Wait, what am I doing?
Luke is saying Matt Morgan can't style his way out of a paper box.
Oh boy. Wait, it's just client Apollo client object, it says. You told me wrong. You steered me wrong, Will.
Wait, what?
It's just saying this is an object.
No, oh my gosh, don't do this.
Okay. Well, what do you want me to do?
Just
what it's telling me here.
Just cast it. As. Just do as. Apollo client, normalized cache object. It'll be fine.
Okay. I'm going to trust you.
Object, maybe it's been fixed in TypeScript, but object is not. It had some bugginess in TypeScript for me when I've used it.
All right. Oh, wait. Submit form. All right. Should be a console.error, actually.
And then, so now that it's an async function and you're awaiting, go into the form, define it as an async function, and like prevent someone from submitting twice or something. So use like a set state.
How do I do this?
Promise, returns promise, avoid. Yeah, so then you need to use state and have like a submitting Boolean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I prefer to have CSS. I want my CSS to be at least 3 times the length of the code that I write.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the golden ratio of CSS.
CSS is possible. It's possible.
And I also like to only write CSS for element names. I don't use classes. I don't know what classes are for. Either element names or IDs.
Do you want to clear the form out after? Let's wait to make sure it works.
I think you definitely do want to clear the form out, but
if there's no error,
we want to make sure it works first. Well, there won't be an error because you are catching the errors here. I mean, there could be an error here, but
yeah,
you know,
I don't want to clear it out until I know this is working. All right. That is pinging me. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, and you definitely want to check, like in the real world, you would want to be checking to make sure the form is valid. You would want to like handle actual form errors in here.
Oh yeah, I didn't return the errors.
All those things.
This is the real world. This is the real
You can log the error. You can log the error and just throw it. So like log it and then throw it, and then you can catch it other places.
In like a good scenario. What is this? Okay. Here we go. Wait. Oh, boy.
Nice.
That
just as expected.
Expected name found something.
Okay. This is going to be easy to debug.
GraphQL error.
Well, go see if anything happened in WordPress before we go any further.
I feel like.
No, but did any submissions have come in?
No.
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 Okay.
I guess I need some console logs in here. We'll start here, create form. All right. Okay. Vetted name found. Yeah, is the syntax not right or something?
Okay, so draft submissions aren't visible in the UI, so we could have actually created a draft submission and
we didn't, because I didn't get a token back.
Oh, we didn't?
No, it errored before.
Oh, I see.
I don't know where this is coming from. Oh, well, yeah.
Okay,
right. Yeah,
so
we didn't. So this.
So, but did it make the call? Go and add a console log before it.
I mean,
makes
it's a GraphQL
request.
error. So it got. Oh, I'm missing a.
Oh well, there you go.
Yeah, what is this? This doesn't.
Yeah, you need to delete an end brace. And yeah.
And the
just delete the close
and
brace.
It's actually there. This isn't right. No, this is right. Yeah.
Wait. Okay. Wait, what isn't right?
No,
yeah, you just need to delete the close brace.
Which one? This one?
The one next to form ID.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Then, yeah. Ah, yeah, now we got a nice, prettier thing going on. Okay. Try again. Okay. Now what? Violation must contain a query definition. All right.
Oh, I wonder if it's mutation, not query. Do client.mutation instead of client.query. No, but it's client.mutation, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, mutate. And then it's mutation. Ridiculous, but that's fine.
Yeah, like wine. All right. And try again.
Did you fix the last one? I didn't see if you fixed all three.
What do you mean? Yeah, I did. Oh, something happened.
There we go.
One. Wait, did that just work? I don't believe it. Oh.
It worked.
What?
Pack it up.
And we're done.
Time to go home.
All right, time to go drink. Okay, well, that was easy. Let's check that in. Actually, I don't want to do this yet, but I'll go ahead and get it deploying though.
Now you need to hook it, just hook it straight up to, we need to go write some PHP code. Just hook it directly into the Twitter handle. So you can just submit as many as you want. They automatically make it into the custom post type.
Yeah, definitely not doing that. All right. Well, I am going to take a little break, a little bathroom break. And then we'll decide what we're going to do. I need to put a link in the nav bar so you can actually get to the form. But it's deploying, so I expect all your favorite developers to be submitted at some point. I actually want to rename this from dev submission to like submit a dev, but I'll do that later.
Gotta keep your 3-hour baseline. Yeah, let's take a quick break and then come back and figure out what we need to do.
Yeah. All right. Be right back. I don't know how to mute, so you guys get this. Yeah, I do. I can go to nothing. I'll leave it. We're back. Be back. All right. That was fun. No, we're here. You can't leave. Don't leave us. We need you.
All right. Yeah. I believe it is 15 minutes before you're allowed to leave. The teacher has to be gone for 15 minutes, and then you can
And then yeah, there's a 15-minute rule. That was not 15 minutes. I only just went to the bathroom, so. Chocolate. We got these snacks. Did you get that snack thing?
No.
Not Magic. They gave us like some stuff, and you can order these snacks. I got chocolate, Stroop waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. WP Engine hooking us up. So we did gravity forms. Now everyone can stop asking me for gravity forms. You got to have a new idea. I feel like people have been asking me to do gravity forms since we started. And I'm like, okay, one day. Now we've done it. All right, let's add this to the nav bar though. I'm going to add a button. No, it's not a button. What am I doing? It's just a link.
Now we need to make it so you cannot submit someone who is already an active.
That's a little too far
in the list. What? Come on, man. It's just a query.
That's true.
We just query it based on Twitter handle.
I like to go. What is this? Dev submission.
Or alternatively, we use the Twitter API to validate that the person is real.
That I like. That I like.
And then people can use this to spam the Twitter API.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, I'm not running a server. You must be running a server in order to hit the server. Submit a dev. That is not where I wanted that to go.
Follow a dev, submit a dev.
Bruh. Bruh. I want this to be like a link button. How can I get it over to the right?
Don't you have to do styles.link button?
Oh yeah. Yeah, none of what I just did was right. You right. All right, let's see. I want a border. 2 pixels. Solid bar.
Lucas says in Gravity Forms, you should be able to make the Twitter handle unique so it can't be duplicated.
Really? Twitter. No duplicates.
Nice.
Nice. Now we got to go check for that error. I guess we'll have to do that part. All right, let me get the link working first. All right, we got a border. Actually, I don't want a border. I want this to be
you need margin left.
I want it to be filled in.
And you really need, this needs to be Flexbox. Like, we did that margin left auto with the toggle. You're going to have to fix that now.
Yeah. You mean that's not a good thing to do?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that bad. Let me just get this right first, though. That's a little extreme. No, hover. Does that not work? Or do I have to do ampersand hover?
Yeah, it's and.
There we go. But then I want transition on something like that. Oh, my CSS is improving. My design skills are not. I need a border though. Whenever you hover. Border. 2 pixel. Solid bar. It's going to be same as back. No, same as color. I'm going to have to add the other border too. There we go. All right. And we click it. And we go to the form.
Nice.
Nice. But now I need to move it. I need to move it. So I want to do
yeah, really you need all those. You need all the links in like a flex box, and then you need to
they're in
move.
a container, so it can be a flex box.
Yeah.
Oh, it is a flex box. I'm doing flex box.
Yeah, so then you need like some Dave Matthews Band stuff, you know what I'm
saying? Dave Matthews Band stuff?
Yeah, space between.
Wow. Okay.
You didn't like that?
Yeah, that was good. I want to do, what is it? It's align self. Let's send. Why did that not work? Yeah, we're live coding. Okay. All right. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah. All right. I'm my wife. I'm gonna go get a kid. All right. What did I do wrong here? Why is flight send not working? Anybody? Oh, flex one for the logo actually might work. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think you have anything on the logo.
Is this messing me up? I don't have anything on the logo. What?
Like, I don't think you have a class or anything on the logo to get it.
Boom. Man, I'm so glad you guys are here. So I didn't even need this anymore then. Oh, I'll do there we go. Let's check that in.
Sean, I have a Herman Miller Aeron right here. And it is nice. I didn't pay full price though. I got it off Craigslist. I think if you're patient, you are vigilant on Craigslist or, you know, all those whatever Facebook Marketplace, you can usually find one and then you get them like half off.
All right. What are we going to do now? Oh, we need to check those errors. So if you submit one that's already been submitted. Right?
Yep.
So let's make it error.
And see what comes back.
Yeah, see what happens here. Where's the submissions? No, I don't want a new form. No. Whoa. Oh, people are submitting stuff. Awesome.
Comtran, Snowball.
Comtran. Oh boy, this is a mistake. But it's letting you submit them.
I've made a huge mistake. Yeah, well, because you haven't committed that, right? So you haven't committed that, so people can still submit it. Oh, maybe not.
No, but I did it on the form side, I thought.
But those two could have been submitted before you changed the form.
All right. What do I call it? Test. Yeah, I put to submit. Okay. So at test. And it seems to have worked. So the duplicate thing, not impressed so far. Okay. Who is Chef? All right, let's see here. Let's edit this thing. Why is it not doing that? Required no duplicates. This doesn't seem to work. Right? Like I said no duplicates, but there's clearly duplicates. Here it comes.
That's great. Yeah, it's not erroring.
Yeah, it's not working. Somebody who knows gravity forms, any idea what is happening here? Because we're getting dupes, even though we said no dupes. I have it in here. Boom. No duplicates.
Has to be something with GraphQL interface not respecting it, because I know the REST API counterpart does.
Oh, that'll be a bug we can log with Kellen. He's still on.
So you're getting trolled right now. So we should probably put some code in there to actually make a query to GraphQL based on the Twitter handle.
Or you mean to Twitter to make sure it's real?
Well, first, yeah, to Twitter to make sure it's real. But that doesn't
matter.
Prevent you from submitting duplicates.
Right, yeah. So we need to check and see. But how do we query it?
Yeah, see if we can get form entries. Just go into graphical, right? Yeah, and see if you can get form entries by a field.
Oh, yeah. We can, but it probably need to be authenticated though, right? I hope.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, we're screwed.
Well, we can create an API and then use it.
It's just out there.
We can create an API. Right?
Yeah. Can you at least batch delete entries?
Yeah. I can go delete them. Who keeps them? Oh, Lord.
That's great.
Because we're not going to be able to retrieve these entries without being authenticated, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so we'd have to do this through the API. We'd have to have an API that does it, but we'd want to make sure we can go in graphical but first we want to make sure we can go in graphical and like make the query. Because if we can't make the query, then it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can.
Yeah, form entries.
Where
it'll be where
form ID,
and then field filters. No. That's like what you want to get back. We need field filters. Also in the where.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah. String values. You know what I'm saying? You want to say where the Twitter field, whatever it is equal to whatever handle they're putting in.
Oh, well, I don't. Oh, you mean, I see.
You know what I'm saying? Like you need to validate.
Yes. Well, how am I supposed to do this though? String values.
I don't know.
Not clear.
What is field filters mode?
Oh, interesting. It's also a string. Let's see if this tells us anything. Get a single draft entry. Get a single entry.
Wait, did it have a where? Was there a where clause up there? Go up a little bit. I thought I saw a where clause.
And the where 300. No, where?
Oh yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Field filters.
Field filters. Okay.
Yeah, so we need to do that. And probably just do it before you call to create the draft form.
Right. But I need to do, let me make sure I can make this work. Get where field, I don't care about this part. So this is actually
that's an array. Is field filters an array or is it an object?
It's an array. And then an object.
Yeah, an array of key and then string values and then operator.
Yeah. Why is this mad at me? Gravity forms entry where form ID, field filters, string values. Oh, key and then string values. Okay. Key 1, string values is test. Operator in after that. Okay. What's wrong? What did I do wrong? Where?
Operator in key 1. You need a closing brace somewhere.
Where? This one is to there. That's to there. I need one more, right? No. No, that's right. No, that's right. Do I just need something in here? Okay.
Oh, and key is a string. I think. Key is a string.
Shoot. Okay.
Key is now you have this string that never ends.
Still not right. What's another guess? Sorry, you are not allowed to view Gravity Forms entries. Okay.
Good.
Wait,
why?
But I'm logged
Why wouldn't
in.
you be allowed to?
Yeah, I should be able to. Wait, where form IDs? That's not how I did that. Where form IDs? We're getting that. Yeah, we get the errors back. But the problem is we're not getting an error. But there's no error, even though we said it's no duplicates. Whoa, bless you.
Sorry.
No. I looked intense. All right.
Yeah.
Why does it say no? No.
I don't know. Yeah, because usually authenticator requests work fine in GraphQL, graphical, right? So something must be. Do they say something out here?
Should be working. Unless something's changed in GraphQL. But I don't see anything in here where I can impersonate a user.
So the other thing is wait. Huh.
Sorry, you are not allowed to view. Wait. But I don't care if there's duplicates, to be honest. Like, I mean, I can go in there and get rid of them. And once they fix the plugin, that'll go away.
True.
I'm not really worried about that.
I wonder if there's a way we can get the updated plugin, right? Like if it's in a branch. There's 0.4.0-dog food. You could try installing that.
I think I'll wait until they.
Okay.
We need to file an issue though. Oh, not right now. We're not going to live stream that.
Yeah, let's live stream filing.
All right, we're going to file an issue now. Riveting. Okay.
But we can probably do Twitter API, right?
Yeah.
But you might want to do that off screen because you're going to have to use an API key.
Right. Let me go get my API. I already got the thing set up.
And that you're going to want to run through the next API. So you'll want an API endpoint to check Twitter handles.
Right. That made sense. How do I find my app?
Yeah, you could use a reCAPTCHA, but I hate reCAPTCHAs. I think there was one time because I use a lot of privacy settings, and there's one time I went through like 15 screens of reCAPTCHAs to get through this one field, and it was the kind where it like slowly, when you click one of the tiles, it slowly fades away, you know? And so I was sitting there like clicking to 15 separate screens of finding traffic lights that are at like a 5-second fade every tile you click. So it took me like a minute and a half to get through this reCAPTCHA.
All right. I'm setting up this app. Be done in a sec. Keys and tokens.
Yeah, bots are difficult to deal with for sure. So one thing is the Twitter handle will kind of alleviate some bots. Like you can't just go and spam it with
anything,
random Twitter handles that don't exist, but there are lots of Twitter handles, so that's something.
Probably easy to guess those.
Yeah, and the other thing is you could, like, if you wanted to make it more sophisticated, you could check their profile and see if their profile has like some sort of feature. So like if it links to GitHub, or if like has a GitHub URL, or
we can make them log in with Twitter.
Yeah, well, that's true too. Or if it mentions, if their profile mentions something about dev. So like you have a list of dev related keywords that you're looking for, and those have to be in their profile bio or something.
Yeah, that'd be good. All right. How do we do this? What are we doing? Better question.
I don't know.
What are we actually doing?
You were supposed to get your Twitter API key, and you might not want to show your Twitter API key on screen.
I'm going to docs. Not in a show. All right. We want to first.
There's a Twitter NPM package, isn't there?
User lookup. This is what we want.
But you can use the Twitter NPM package to do this.
There is one?
Yeah.
Here's the user lookup.
I don't know if it works or not, but
JavaScript with bearer token, with user context. We just want to use a bearer token, right? What is needle? Shouldn't have shown that.
like I said,
that was a bad idea. Okay, what are we doing?
You're supposed to.
I gotta go regenerate my thing now.
Yeah, I mean, so Lucas, that's true. Cloudflare kind of protects against bot submissions. And the WordPress site has Cloudflare running on top of it, but it doesn't fully protect against it. Just doing a little re-roll here.
Yeah. All right, now we're good. Mistakes happen.
Yeah, you could try this. I'll send it to you. It doesn't look like there's an official Twitter SDK.
Twit.
Yeah, this one's getting 54,000
I mean, there's this sample
downloads.
code right here, but what is needle?
I don't know.
Needle.
The leanest and most handsome HTTP client in Nodelands.
Just
we definitely don't need needle.
Why would they do that?
Who knows? We already have isomorphic fetch in this project, don't we? Or do we not?
Isn't it in Node now, though?
Fetch is in Node? Maybe. I don't know.
Isn't it in Node 14? Or not? Maybe I've been doing too much Dino. Dino
Are you using Node 14 out in whatever it is?
That's what it should default to. Is it there yet?
I don't see anything indicating that it is, but you could be right. I always just use isomorphic fetch.
Yeah, I do too. It's in Dino. I probably am just thinking of that. So Twitter, we want to do /user or handle.
Yeah, handle. Or maybe profile, so you can get the profile or something.
Yeah.
Or like, really, it's just like handle exists. The front end only needs to know if it exists or not. It doesn't need information about it.
All right. Oh, yeah, I forgot. This is just a node thing, right? Like export default. Request response next.
Yep.
Right. So you got to be a type.
You don't need next. You don't need next. It's just a request response. The type is next request and next response. Yeah, next API request and next API response.
All right. Need to grab the token.
You can probably just grab that at the top, right?
Yeah. Grab the token and then. Oh, I'm hitting a wall too, so we're gonna have to make this quick. That's a lot of form stuff. Okay, then
copy in the needle stuff.
Function get request. No. We just want to do this part. Whatever. Let's see what this gives us.
Well, you need the endpoint too. Endpoint URL.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you're not using needle.
Needle.
So you need to install isomorphic fetch and @type/isomorphic fetch and then use it.
Why would they do that? That's just silly.
Yeah, and so that's going to look like an object. Method is get. Oh, I guess the method is
method get?
You don't care. Yeah, the method is get, but
it is a get.
That's automatic. That's a default.
Yeah. Then where is it passing in the? Oh, because
does it require that user agent? Is that real? And the usernames it's not Twitter dev, Twitter API. It's whatever. And you don't really care about the user fields or the expansions.
But where are they using the username? Endpoint URL params.
Yeah, because the params.
Oh, these are
the params is the body. Or well, it's the query string. You need to format a query string with it.
Right. Which. Yeah, this is going to come in the request. I'm only going to do one though.
And it looks like they're not putting the @ in there, so you're going to need to make sure that you don't pass up the @ or like strip it off here.
Is it request what is it? Query?
Yeah.
That handle? Something like that?
Sure.
Sure.
We'll see.
Created in description.
But the problem is the handle that we have on the front end, you're saying to do use the with the handle
I can
and
strip it.
Yeah, so you want to strip it. Oh, handle is potentially an array.
But it's not though. It's not.
And you don't care about those. You don't care about that.
I do need that.
No.
I gotta see what fields.
You want the description.
I mean, yeah. What's expansions?
You don't need pin tweet ID.
I know,
like you're not trying to get all the information. This is like informing Twitter what fields you want back.
Yeah.
Description and created might be decent too, because you could say like this person has to have been on Twitter for more than a day.
Yeah. True. But why? What are they doing in there? Like, I don't understand how they're. So they just pass in
those params. Those params are
must do
getting automatically appended to query.
But it's weird that usernames is on here, and then they have it here. Somehow Needle knows how to just filter that out, but whatever.
Yeah, or do it. But you need to do this.
Yeah. I don't need to do what they did.
No. Yeah, and then you need and user.fields equals params.user.fields. You don't need to call it user.fields in the params, just call it fields.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so really this function should probably just return like a true or false or something. Like you need to make the determination here of whether or not you can actually submit the form. You don't want the front end to be making that decision. You know what I'm saying?
Do what?
I guess it doesn't matter, but I would have just moved the form submission code like such that like this just needs to say like, yes, you can submit the form or no. You know? Like here's where you would put the logic to say like, hey, is it?
I was going to send the description back. Well, I guess I don't need to send it back, but yeah, the logic should do it. That's true.
Like, yeah, like you in here, you should be like, was it created later than a day? Is there something in the description? I mean, we don't have to do that now, but you'd think it should be done here, not on the front end.
And it's do like that, right?
Sends it would be send status, right? Yeah, otherwise you're sending
it's not there though.
Do res.status 200.send.
Oh, yeah.
Or .end.
Does this actually return though?
No, then you need to do either a .send or a .end. Well, you don't want 400. I mean,
what should it
if the thing doesn't exist, then you need to like, I guess it's a 400, but you need to indicate like what the issue is. I guess maybe you do a try catch around the fetch and you fail it with 500 or something. I don't know what.
I don't want to do a 500. It should be like, what are the status codes?
400, 200, 400, 500.
Oh, yeah, there's more than that, though. There might be one that makes sense.
404.
204, no content. Oh, 404 would be good, yeah. That works. All right. That works. But it's not result.body. It's going to have a body. I don't know what comes back.
Yeah. You need to like log it or something.
All right.
Just to see.
Now I need to do this off screen so I can. Put my token in here.
And then we can just make the request in the URL directly and see if it works.
I gotta find my Twitter token though. Bearer regenerate, yes. And we're back. All right. What are you saying?
We can probably just test this API like in the URL, like in Postman or in the URL directly before we just hook it up.
Yeah. I'll just
like get it working first, you know?
Right. Yeah, I should be able to do it here and just do. It gave us something. It did something.
That was the body.
That was the body.
Oh no, it's going to be result.json. You have to do that JSON thing.
Oh, but the good news is,
and you have to await that. You have to await that, dude.
Yeah. But the good news is fetch is there.
Yeah.
Unauthorized. Great.
Well.
Well. Const.
Do you need that user agent? That looks so weird. But I guess.
What user agent?
See how it says headers user agent v2 user lookup JS?
Oh, where is it? Oh, here.
Line 17. Like, what is that?
I don't think I need that.
Yeah, and you need to check that the @ is working, even though I'm sure it is. Replace doesn't do replace all, but it's whatever.
But I mean, I'm not even changing that in. But if this is right?
Yeah.
Make sure user lookup.
You think your API key isn't getting passed in or something? Oh, you know what?
Not.
Did you restart the server?
Restart the server. Yeah. There it is. Cool.
Yeah, so you could do a simple check here. So get the result by doing .json. And you can do result.ok.
Not find user. Okay, so errors comes back. Result.
Okay. So something you can check in here. There's like result.ok, which would check if the request worked at all.
Yeah, we could try that first, I guess.
Yeah. And if it's not okay, then you can just return a 400 or something, or a 404.
Yeah, let's see what it gave us. It's a 200. Okay, didn't work.
Yeah. Okay just makes, that's like, was the request successful? So if it's not okay, you can immediately return a 404. And then if it is okay, then you can get JSON. Because sometimes if it's not okay, you can't do a res.json.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see what the status is. Because if the status isn't.
Yes, but you know what I'm saying? Like if result.ok.
That's so weird. Why would they send that back?
Because it's, you don't want to get JSON unless you validated that it's okay.
I'm with you. I'm checking something else first. You're killing me right now.
It needs to be okay.
I got it. Oh my God.
And if not result.ok.
No, yeah. All right. Now I'm just going to check if there's errors. That's like my only.
Yeah, you like if array.isArray or something.
Actually, I like to return like the good status last.
Yeah.
As like a rule of thumb. All right, there we go.
You didn't return there though. Go back. You need to return. And the other thing is you need to check. Yeah, okay.
That didn't work either.
What's it returning? A 200?
Oh, it's a 400. Never mind.
Or yeah, 404.
Why does it say failed though? Oh, it's just a 404. Okay. And that one's fine. All right, good.
Yep. Okay, so that's the simplest case.
Yeah. I need to go put my bear token in. I'll do that later. Whatever. All right. Now we just want to make sure that that's real before.
Yeah. Yeah, so you want to call this endpoint and make sure that it doesn't 404.
Mm-hmm.
And there you just check if the status result.status is 200. And if it's not, then you don't allow it.
Well, it won't be okay. I can just say if not okay, right?
Yeah, probably. You can just return result.okay.
True.
Now you got to go searching through the fields for the Twitter handle.
Yeah. Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah, man. Label was Twitter or something.
Yeah. But it's a yeah, I have to literally do that, seriously. Oh. It's such a pain. I mentioned return the one, right?
Yeah, so you want filter or like find or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh boy. Or it's
data key dot. Then you need to lowercase it too.
That I do.
Yeah, well, label.to lowercase. Check label.to lowercase equal Twitter just in case. Yeah.
Probably safer. Yeah. And I'll return
Wait. No. No, the find returns a Boolean. So you just need to return whether it's equal to Twitter. And then after that, you check that it you know.
Or Twitter, I guess. Wait, what? I think
it's a key. It's data, data key. Twitter field.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, and it's not going to like it because
it could be undefined.
Yeah.
But we know it's going to be there, so.
And you need to await that, right?
Yeah. And what do we want to return out of here? Just
probably just throw an error. And then you can catch errors at the form level and have some message that you set that's like, hey, there's a problem. And you can, so down in that console.error below, you can throw an error that's like something went wrong. Oh, you just want to throw the error. Yeah, that's probably fine too.
Might as well.
And then I would console
I'll log it
that
too,
error.
so I have it.
Yeah. But then in the form, you can catch the errors and then put the message on the screen somewhere.
Right.
Using set state.
Yes. We'll put that like up.
Yeah, just put a paragraph above the label that does it probably, or above the form maybe. Error dot message. Or I guess, yeah, it doesn't
I'm just a new
matter.
state. So.
Double and.
Yeah, I'm getting real tired at this point. I'm like losing so much steam right now.
You needed a couple more of those Stroop waffles, dude.
Yeah. This is gonna be undefined.
Just an empty string. Just make it an empty string for now or something.
All right. And then we want to say down here, where was it?
In the on submit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then you try on submit and then catch and set the error. And you want to clear the error before you submit every time.
Like after I submit, yeah. Like right here, yeah.
Yeah, like clear it before you submit every time, and then. And then in the catch, you set error to e.message. E as error.message or something.
What does it think it is? Any? Oh.
And it always types it as any, but I don't know if I think it lets you do this now, but it's e dot. Yeah, it doesn't let you type the error in the catch clause, so you need to do e as error dot message. No. Just do e as error dot message.
Okay. Is that everything?
Okay.
I need to make this.
This is coded in a way where when I walk into a project and I see this, I'm like, I'm out.
Why?
Because it's just like all the logic is crammed into the JSX.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to like read around the JSX to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that bad. You don't have a ton.
No, because you have a tiny form, but like,
well, I mean,
it's the start of a bad situation. It's lots of code smell here. Not that we need to fix it, but
yeah, we're trying to do this live. All right, what am I doing? Oh yeah, the error.
looks like you're still logging the Twitter API URL too. So.
Oh yeah.
That red is going to look so bad on a black background.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make that a different. What's this?
Yep, Lucas, we're setting the right example, which is when you're live coding, you think about your code later.
Yeah, you're like, nah, I mean, it's not that bad. I wouldn't be, this isn't that bad. I've seen worse. I've coded worse.
This is, but it's written where like you get into a code review and you're like, code smell factor 75.
All right. I literally don't know what I'm doing. Is there another paragraph in here? No, it's a label. Oh no, this is a paragraph. So yeah, it's. Did I do anything to it? Oh yeah. So it's gonna be small. Let me make it a little bigger.
No, because that's on the form, and you're a paragraph.
Oh, I'm outside of the form. Yeah.
And dot error needs to go outside of this too. Then
it doesn't matter, but yeah.
Well, because it was inside the form.
I know, but the way that the modules work, it ends up pulling it out anyways. It's weird. But yeah, for readability's sake.
Did you do styles.error or did you just do class error? I don't remember.
I think it's styles.
Yeah, styles.error.
All right.
So, okay. So
but then I want to do in my variable, I'm have an error color. And I'll do.
You might want it to be like.
If it's white, it's fine.
What is this one? It's white background, so red is fine. Black background.
I don't know. This
might need to be orange or.
This needs to be like yellow.
Yeah, yellow is good. Just yellow. And you need the color transition. So we need to do all those.
What?
Don't worry about it. Okay. I'm just messing with you.
Like, what? I'm too done right now, dude. All right. Error color.
I feel like these live coding sessions are okay in the beginning, and towards the end they get really good.
Well, yeah, and then you're like, when you start drinking at like 3, and then I'll like perking up, you know. And yeah, that might be like an HR problem, but let's see. All right. This code isn't that bad. Like, people are gonna think this is bad code. This is fine code.
Like, this code is bad.
What would you do? What would you do here?
I'd be using.
You mean just because like all this is in the submit? Like, yeah, I'd pull this out and make it nicer.
Yeah, like a lot of this stuff could have been done a little bit better. I'd have the input as a component. And then I would have the submit function outside. But we don't need to do this now. I don't know. Like, just don't do this now, dude. It's not worth it. We're way past this.
I'm going to make this a little bit better. Since you... I mean, this is all you're saying to do, right? I mean...
Well, that's one thing. But I would make the input component an actual component of its own.
Oh, now you've gone just off the reservation. Right. What is this?
Like, it would be a component that handles all that stuff. So this function would just be a switch statement that populates the fields.
That's nicer.
Yeah, that's not bad. Now this code is perfect.
No, now I need an input form. I'm not going to do that part, though. That's like extreme.
Yeah, no. Yeah, don't take it any further than that. That's good enough. that was like nothing, but that's good.
It's a step in the right
direction. That wasn't exactly what I was talking about, but that's good.
I can't do this with you anymore. All right, so meta dev.
Yes. Nice.
It's red.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's good. Wait, we don't know if it actually works. That's like how devs test, right? Got the error, I'm out. Totally broke the form, but that's fine.
And you probably want a success message here too, right?
Oh, it
you
didn't clear it out.
Yeah, I would do a
go.
success message and then clear the form and then like wait a couple seconds and clear the success message too or something.
That's so generic. So away on submit. So you're saying this is why you would use Formic?
Yep. Because it kind of comes with all this stuff.
Yeah.
Baked in.
So what you're saying is like, should use Formic.
We just wrote a really crappier version.
But it was fun.
The other thing is you should have something in here to set the success state, and it should clear the form, right?
Yeah.
And then it should also do like a set timeout and a couple, like maybe 3 seconds later, clear the success state or something. You know what I'm saying?
Hang on. My mind is on CSS. Is green on black okay? Can I just use green?
Yeah, and you can use green on white too.
Oh, I know I can use it on white.
You just don't want to?
No, I was going to use it on white, but I wasn't going to use it on black. But it's fine.
You could use light blue on black. I feel like blue wouldn't be that great either.
I think I needed to refresh. Oh no, that worked. Okay.
Yeah, do light blue. Either light blue or light green.
On what? What do you mean?
Probably light green.
You mean on here?
When it's black.
On here it's not going to look
Yeah.
good. Yeah. That's what I was worried about. The disabled state is not doing anything.
Like it's kind of dark. Do you want?
There is no disabled state, I don't think. Or is it just not disabled?
No, it's just not disabled. You could submit it multiple times, but it's not going to do anything. No, you didn't set the button to disabled.
I did.
Oh, you did. Oh, okay. So you just need to add some CSS around disabled.
Yeah.
With the disabled attribute. No, it's... Oh, is that a thing?
Oh, it seems to be.
Oh, that's cool. Gravity Forms sends a success message in notifications.
Oh. See if that works. Yeah. Oh, I need to change the cursor too. Or pointer.
No. It's cursor.
Oh no, what did I just do? Oh god.
Just do cursor. I forget what value it is. No, it's not pointer. It's just sunset.
Call it day. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, but you should make that light green because that's a little dark. Like on black, make the color light green. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Where is that? Oh, on black. You can't even see green.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Looking fresh. Man.
Okay, so now you want to make it where that success message goes away and it clears the form.
It does.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
It clears the form, but does the success message go away?
I mean, it does if you, like after you submit the next one. I clear it out.
Yeah, I would say set a timer and clear success.
Oh, I didn't
whenever
clear
you
the
set
form,
success.
though. You're saying, okay, so you set it to true, and then...
Oh, yeah, cursor not allowed. That's interesting. Yeah, I would just have a function for like setting the success message that sets state, sets a timeout, clears state, you know, or like maybe, yeah, something like that. Show success.
Then it does set success.
And you can send the message in or something, or
true.
I guess it doesn't matter.
And then,
yeah, and then like set timeout.
I guess I want to like also clear the form. No,
well, you want to clear the form.
I just clear the form immediately. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I usually do like 3 or 4 seconds because 2 seconds is not enough for them to recognize and read it. Maybe 5 seconds. It doesn't need to be like that slow, but and then clear the form. I would just create a function called clear form.
Which I need. Actually, now I have to add the value here.
Yeah, field dot value or field dot value. Yeah, you don't get it because you're setting it on the form data. So it'd be form data field dot ID dot value. You like this? This is my over it hair.
Dunzo. Had enough.
Like should have used Formic like 3 hours ago.
I would just be in the format docs the whole time. At least I know what I'm doing here.
I could have sent you some sample code that would have had the whole thing done in like 5 lines of code.
Well,
you just use Formic and then you're done.
I have to work with this guy. Imagine that. Just imagine that. The hell I go through. The hell I go through on the daily. Everything I do, he's like, doing it wrong. I will say, though, Will and I have worked together for, 10 years?
Something like that.
And I think it's important you surround yourself with people better than you. And I can say Will is a better developer than I am. And I learn stuff every time we code together. So, what am I doing? I gotta loop through this thing. Dude, this
you don't
is
have to
the
loop.
worst.
You should be able to just set it to an empty object, right?
No, I can't. Because I need the fields.
Oh yeah, that's wait. No. Wait, go down. You don't need the fields. Go down. You're looping through the fields, and those fields don't go away, but you need to do form data field ID, those are all optional. Like in the value line 73, that it may or may not exist. Value? So you need to do like the question mark.
Oh, yeah, but that's not going to fix this. I got to clear it out. I'm doing the clear form.
Yeah, but to clear it, you just need to set it to an empty object.
I can't do that.
Like set form data,
I need
empty
the fields.
Yeah. Yeah, but the fields are separate.
Oh, the fields are totally being passed separate. In. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait. So I probably didn't need that clear form there. Oh God. Okay.
Nice.
They didn't clear it though.
No, I didn't like that.
Let me refresh just to make sure. Yeah, it's not clearing it.
Yeah, it didn't. That's not nice.
Yeah, why is that?
Probably has something to do with that value.
I wonder if it's because it's... No, I mean, that should work. I wonder if it can't... Not triggering based on this. Form data is state though, right? Yeah.
Just log form data. Just do a console.log of form data and see what happens.
Here?
No. Like not there. Like in the above the return. So you're always logging the form data.
No.
Because you should eventually see like this is a empty string. Right. Or an empty object.
Wait, what's happening here?
Oh, is there an error? Oh, uncontrolled to controlled. Yeah, this is the this is what Formic helps you with.
This is what's happening. It was undefined.
Yeah, so it starts as undefined and ends up being defined. So go down. Instead of dot value, make it empty string. Like if it's nothing, make it empty string there in the value.
Like that even?
Yeah, see if that fixes it.
Whoa, what's happening? Wow, that was a lot of renders.
Yeah, I mean, that would happen with Formic too, right? Because every time you change, it does this. So you need to like debounce it if you care, but yeah, whatever.
All right,
there we go.
We did it. Now it should go away. Oh.
Yeah, so now see if you can enter another one just to test. And then like go see if these have actually submitted.
Auto test. And I gotta... Wait, test isn't a Twitter handle?
They probably got rid of it or something. All right. Now go see if these all submitted. Like we went through the motions, but right. Did it work?
Did it work? They appear to have submitted. Yes.
46. We have 46 submissions.
All fake.
There we go. And then you need to make sure you update the environment variable out there too.
Right, yeah. So grab that out of here.
Yeah, do that off screen.
I don't want to keep closing this. Go into Atlas.
Yeah, you need a progress bar or a progress ring.
Things happening. Hey, you know what? This is open source. You're welcome to submit your changes.
Okay.
This is an open source.
I'll get
project.
right on that.
I encourage you. Wait, what's happening here? This has been deploying for a while, huh? Or something going on?
You just pushed code up, right?
Oh, yeah. There's that. So it is deploying. It's working. So that's how Atlas works, in case anybody's new here. Basically, you hook your repo up, and then anytime you push your code up, it auto deploys and you're good to go.
Yeah.
But I need to add my Twitter environment variable, but I can't do it while it's deploying. What was it? Twitter token? Yeah. Cool. Well, that was good. That was a lot of code we wrote.
For sure.
We did.
We got it done.
So in this, we did gravity form submission with everything on the front end, back end, using the WP GraphQL extension. We found a bug in the extension. We'll file that after off screen.
I think they already know it's a bug though, so.
Yeah, but I just want to be a contributor, you know. I want to be attached to it since I found it, you know. So we'll submit that bug, and we also integrated Twitter. So the next thing I want to do, which we'll do next week, will be I want to have Twitter login, and then I want you to be able to, like, in the list, you know, just click follow right there.
Yeah.
And then not have to like go to Twitter, click follow, come back. That way you can go down and just find the people you want. And then the next thing that I want to do is have a auto like and retweet for the people. So you can not only just follow them, you can be like, do like a super follow. And then anytime they post with the hashtag follow a dev, it'll automatically like and retweet that. If you want, you can choose like, I want to like or retweet. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. All right, so now I can do this. Twitter token. Go value. All right, so that's in a rebuild. So once that's done, good. All right. Thanks for joining. That was a fun session. Oh, I'm exhausted. Like, I feel like I've been through something. It's crazy. Like, it's weird. If you're coding like by yourself, there's like a different pace you can go at. But I feel like when I'm live, we gotta like keep going, like boom, boom, boom. And like 4 hours of that is a lot. So, but it was fun. That was cool. All the code is on GitHub. On my GitHub, Matt-Landers, follow .dev. Check it out. Let us know in our Slack. So you can go to developers.wpengine.com and join the Slack channel and let us know anything you want us to code live. Like any cool thing. So this was a request. I wasn't planning on doing gravity forms today, but Dominique kept requesting it, and I was like, all right, we're doing gravity forms. So we did it. So that was fun.
Also, this week we put the our podcast up on the site. So if you do go to developers.wpengine.com, you'll find our podcast. You can listen right there, so you don't have to go and find it every week when we put it out. Our latest one is on TypeScript, and then we have another episode that we just recorded that's incoming that's about kind of finding your way when you're getting into the JavaScript front-end world.
Yeah, and as we get more people listening to the podcast and everything, we'll probably end up recording those live at some point, which would be fun to have everybody like have a podcast where we just answer questions from chat or whatnot. So maybe in a few, months when we get enough people, we can do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we had fun, and we'll keep working on this. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you next time. So happy coding.